Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? And welcome. If you're joining on Facebook, hello. I'll come over and say hi. If you're here in the chatmosphere from YouTube, hello and welcome and thank you for joining. First one in is Jamie. Hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Let's see who else. Sean is here. Hey, Sean. I will want to hear from some of you all, okay? Because I want to understand the energy crisis, okay? Joseph, hello, hello, and Courtney, hello. This is a little continuation from the conversation via the radio live stream yesterday. So that was interesting because it was Leisha who let us know that the UK just named a new prime minister. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have known. Tell me how the sound is, because I hear a weird sort of echo in my ears. Let me know. It sounds like when you're driving around in Southern California and when you turn your windows down, you know what I'm talking about, and you're on the highway, freeway. It sounds like that a little bit. Okay, so what I want to talk about is the issue of this energy crisis. Hello, Nixon. Hi. And I hope I hear from some new people when I drop the link. Hey, Home and Garden Diaries. Hello from England. Very good. I was hoping that more of the British family would join. So, welcome, and please give a warm welcome to all of our British and Irish family. So, Home and Garden Diaries, thank you so much. And Sasha, you are new here. Please give a warm welcome to Sasha Loren. Welcome to you, Sasha, and thank you. It's so nice to see new names, and I hope you enjoy it here. So, yeah, we are a loving bunch here. So, okay, well, I have a lighting source that just didn't want to stay on. I am broadcasting from a setup. If you could just see what I have set up here, it is janky, to say the least. It's janky. It sounds fine. Home and Garden Diaries. Okay, good. I have one of these. I wish I could show you, but I can't show you. Maybe I'll take a picture of it. It's a wonderful tripod thing that I bought from a lady that she's awesome, entrepreneur that I met at a conference, and this is her product. It's not her product. It's just the way that I have the lighting. I have two lights. It's so funny when you do your own like everything. These broadcasts. If you only knew. We're real people, though. We're real. Okay, now, what I want to talk about, and please, for our British sisters and brothers, I'm going to need you to fact check me, and please drop in as much as you can. And when I drop a link, please come on and talk. Because right now, according to the reports, Boris Johnson left. I know that's not news to many of you, but it's news to some of you. Boris Johnson, who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, he resigned. Okay, it says that he sent his resignation in person to the Queen. Okay, at the other spot, not the other palace, Buckingham. So he offered his resignation to the Queen. Listen. I'm the messenger. You can drop in every tinfoil hat thought that you have that comes to your mind. Okay, so Boris resigned and he heads to Scotland. Oh, that's where he. Okay, he made a resignation speech. Let me correct the narrative. And he was in Downing Street, so it's 10 Downing Street, right? He headed to Scotland to formally resign to the Queen. Okay, so that's one of the narratives. I see. I was waiting for this. I should have my tinfoil turban ready for the. Listen, your tinfoil turbans and conspiracy theories are more than welcome. Please share them. If you think that Boris Johnson is a clone, just let us know. It sounds a little janky now. Does it sound janky? Let me know how it sounds. Sherry, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Yes, here you go, Darren. I haven't seen you in a while. To the fake queen. There you are. There you are. Boris and Liz both belong to the WEF. Okay, so Liz, which Liz, Phyllis? Because we have two Liz's working right now. We have Liz, hold it. She's new, so we have to get used to her name. This is Liz, wow. What is Liz's name? Help me, Liz, oh, Truss. How did I forget that? It sounds scratchy. Crackle. Hold it. What? Liz Truss. Yes. How is this sound? Home and Garden Diary says Liz Truss is the new prime minister affiliated with the WF. Good. This is what I thought was happening with her. They say that she's a conservative. And adjust the microphone. Hold it. Let me do that. Hold it 1 minute. I'm going the microphone. Bear with me. How's that? Better? Or is it an echo? I'll wait until you give me a sign. Crackles with my voice, Nixon said. Something is janky. You know, it is with the StreamYard. I'm convinced. It's not with YouTube or. It's good now? Good. Thank you. Hey, Deanne. Haven't seen you in a bit. How are you? Thank you very much. Okay, good. All right. Now, Liz Truss. I have a picture of her on the thumbnail. If you need to look her up right now, take a few minutes to Google Liz Truss. Can someone write her name? Oh, someone did put the spelling of her name, Liz Truss. Here you are. Liz Truss. So we have another Elizabeth. Liz becomes, I'm a little bit, I have to say, I'm not sure how it sounds to have a new prime minister and we're already giving her a nickname, a shortened name. Doesn't that seem a bit against the feminist narrative, right? We don't want to nickname this woman. She has achieved a very high level. Is it just me? Just let me know. It's weird. Hey, Dave. How are you, Dave? Welcome, welcome. I'm just saying, okay? So Liz becomes Britain's new prime minister. And Liz comes from, okay, so this happened yesterday. She became the UK prime minister. Sorry I'm a day late, but I did talk about this last night. Didn't I, for those that were on the radio? Hey, Flower Girl Apothecary Company. I haven't seen you in a bit. Welcome. Greetings, greetings. So Liz, she comes from a sector of business. I'm going to read a little bit here about Liz. She immediately confronted the enormous task ahead of her amid increasing pressure to curb soaring prices, to ease labor unrest, and fix a healthcare system burdened by long waiting lists and hospital shortages. And at the top of her inbox is the energy crisis. Now, there are many things going on at one time, as you can agree, but the energy crisis is what I want to focus on. Hello, Arlie Martinez. I read on Telegram, she wrote positive of Seville. Oh, really? Thank you for that. Okay, we were just talking about Seville, weren't we? Or Saville. Uh, right, Joseph? Joseph, we were talking on the radio stream about Saville. And Joseph and I agree, and many of you may agree. I believe the Saville case is going to come back to the surface because we've never seen justice. And that's what's happening right now. It's a circle back to justice. So Saville didn't get away, even though he's not around anymore. His legacy needs to be of the horrible human or whatever he was. People need to know. So he was protected by the queen and many other people. Didn't she give him knighthood? I think he was knighted. One take son, hola. Thank you for joining. Yes, that's exactly. Savile meaning the second, not a comedian, but the P word, okay? Yes, that guy. Yes, knighted by the queen. Unreal. Okay, so the energy crisis right now that is it sounds a lot like predictive programming where they are just predicting that people are going to be very affected this winter, and the UK is the focus right now. But this whole energy war, I'm going to call it, we are seeing how it is unrolling, like unraveling. And remember a few live streams ago, I read from their manifesto, I'll call it, all of the stuff that we were going to start seeing. Remember how bizarre that was? And they have something on YouTube, no, on Facebook. They have a site on Facebook where you can look at their, manifesto, and you can look at the plans and different areas. Even fashion was an area. So it's very, yes, a friend of Prince Charles. Exactly. A creep festo. There you are. Hey, Tina, how are you? All these names will resurface as justice comes for them. That's right. And it doesn't matter if they're not alive anymore. Okay, so this energy crisis is one of those things that we've heard about in terms of the WEF, who someone has mentioned, the World Economic Forum. So that's Klaus and Klaus's sidekick, the Dr. Evil, his sidekick from Israel, right? That really creepy guy that says, you will have nothing and you will be happy with nothing. With nothing. So these are those lizards, okay? And if you're saying that the new chick, Liz Truss, is down with Klaus and his sidekick, we can only imagine what is going to be her deal, right? Okay, so her deal is going to roll out. And what I want to talk about, it's a lot of various, a lot of stories that we can just take little pieces of. Liz says well, basically the narrative that they're trying to blame the energy crisis on Pooty Poot, on Putin, Vlad. They want to blame this all on Vlad and Russia, Russia, Russia. This is there. It's like a broken record. It's just Russia, Trump, Putin, Russia, Trump, Putin. That's all you have to do. If you turn on the TV, January 6th, Russia, Trump, Putin. Russia, Trump, Putin. It's unreal, right? So this is the crazy world that they have created. And she says the energy crisis has been triggered by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. There you are. So there you are. They're putting it right at Russia's feet. Magog. Is it Magog and Gog? I don't know. Fact check me. Okay, and the invasion, which threatens to push energy bills to unaffordable levels, shuttering businesses and leaving the nation's poorest people shivering in icy homes this winter. Now, what kind of narrative is that to say? Shuttering businesses, which that's happening over here as well, leaving the nation's poorest people shivering in icy homes this winter. So this is what they have predicted. And Truss, who refused to spell out her energy strategy during the 2-month campaign to succeed Boris Johnson. I almost said Boris Yeltsin. Remember Boris Yeltsin? What's he up to? Where is he? I don't know. Is he still around? Because we lost, well, I don't say we, but the guy with the little mark, with his, Gorbachev, Mikhail Gorbachev just went on to the next place. So he's out of here. I don't know about Boris Yeltsin, but Boris Johnson is out of there too. Now, Boris Johnson, they claim, now this is not in this article here, and if you ever wonder where I get my news sources lately, I love New York Post, okay? Love it. And I love WeOn News, and I love Sky News Australia, okay? My go-tos. Okay, so Boris now plans to cap, oh, she succeeded Boris. So now plans to cap energy bills at a cost to taxpayers of as much as £100 billion. That would be the equivalent of $116 billion. Okay. She's expected to unveil her plan on Thursday. Okay, so Thursday, Liz, we want to see what you're doing, girl, okay? Because you slid in there. We didn't know that you had become the new, what are you? They are trying to liken her to a Margaret Thatcher. Now, listen, Liz, I'm not going to say that you are like a Margaret Thatcher. I'm going to reserve that, okay? Was Margaret Thatcher good, by the way? Can someone tell me? Because everything is under review now. When I grew up and I heard about Margaret Thatcher, I thought she was a good lady. Was she a good lady when we look back on her legacy? Let's see. Let us know. Anybody's opinion on Margaret Thatcher, please drop it in the chatmosphere. Home and Garden Diary says, as Italy's restaurants are using candles instead of electricity, we can see this happening in the UK. Thank you for saying that. Now, everybody, you may not want to really be concerned with what's happening everywhere. That tends to be an American kind of thing. We're kind of like that, okay? Kind of only kind insulated. But it's very important to see what is happening right now in the UK. It is very important. So Thatcher was evil. Okay, so Thatcher was not good. Okay, Tina says, like Margaret was any good. No, she wasn't. Okay, no. All right, so she is not a goodie. Thatcher. So they're going to maybe try to compare her to Thatcher. They haven't had a woman prime minister since Thatcher. Let me know. Have they had others since Thatcher? Okay, so Maggie has a day to unveil her energy plan. What do you think that's going to be? I can only imagine. Okay, so you must know about the cost of living crisis in England. All right. She's making promises, and they're going to see if she delivers, but we'll see. Everybody is like, the normal working person is questioning what's going to happen. Truss is 47 years old, by the way, if you were wondering. She took office at Balmoral Castle in Scotland when Queen Elizabeth II formally asked her to form a new government in a carefully choreographed ceremony. You have to catch a lot of things that they're letting us know. A carefully choreographed ceremony. Sounds like theater. Theater. Theater! Dictated by centuries of traditions. Dictated. Okay, Johnson stepped down formally same day. And let's see what else. Liz Truss became prime minister a day after the ruling Conservative Party chose her. So she is seen as a conservative. All right. I don't understand all the parties over in the UK, but I will assume that when they say conservative, that might be similar to what a lot of us might consider ourselves, like more conservative, more independent, right? Some of you are just MAGA, MAGA. You're all MAGA. We're all mixed in, different shades of whatever. You want to call it just making sense, okay? Can we just make sense? Starting now? You could call yourself whatever label. It's okay. We just see what's happening right now. A lot of us are just regular schmegular people, and we don't want an energy crisis. We don't want to know of poor people that are shivering in icy homes. Why is that happening? And what is the agenda? Now, this is the green religion of, how dare you, the girl with the braids? How dare you make her get out there and, prostitute, for her parents. Her parents have her out there. You guys don't. I know you have theories on that little kid that says, how dare you, the green religion kid. But they have been planning this for a while. So their cocoa virus stuff they can't play another pandemic virus. That is not going to work for them anymore. They played that card. And now they're suffering because now people are questioning, did we need the lockdowns? The amount of time that they locked everyone down, they locked the whole world down, and people are questioning everything right now. And this is a worldwide thing. People are dropping like flies, okay? Athletes, right? Elite athletes are dropping strokes, heart attacks, blood clots, all kinds of things, right? Sudden adult death syndrome. We're not supposed to even look at it, right? But we know what happened the last 2 years, all the pressure to invade people's bodies of an experimental, whatever you want to call it. So people are waking up and now they're starting to question things. So this is a people versus these globalists, because the globalists are pushing the green religion. And the green religion is telling you that you can't drive a car that runs on gasoline, on fossil fuels. So it's the whole fossil fuel thing, and it's an issue of, I guess, an energy cap. I'm trying to understand the religion, the green religion, because I haven't been paying attention to the green religion. And now they have pushed it so far that England has a crisis, as well as California. I'm going to get around to California and their governor Newsom. So I'm not going to get into these parties like the Tories and the Liberals and the Labor. It looks like skyrocketing energy bills are a real thing with the NHS crisis. So, as they said, their healthcare system is in crisis, and the skyrocketing energy bills. So people are losing sleep. They're worried, they're saying, because of energy bills. Businesses are not investing, and also the issue of Brexit comes up. So is the UK being penalized for Brexit? Am I jumping to a conclusion? But that's what I'm kind of thinking. They're getting them back. That's why they're hitting the UK really hard, is that they wanted to get out of the EU. This is just me guessing. Okay, so Boris Johnson, like I said, I heard somebody say that he will probably move to the United States. So everybody, Boris Johnson is on his way to the United States. I can't imagine what he's going to get into. What do you think he might get into? What industry when he comes over to be an elite American, like we have the Prince and Meghan Markle now live in Hollywood. So do you think that Boris Johnson will move to Hollywood? Let me know. By the way, he was friends with Ghislaine Maxwell. They went to Oxford together. Remember? Just wanted to remind you. And they say that Boris is going to return back to the farm. So he has a farm. Interesting. And he said he's just going to return to his plow. His plow. Interesting. He is 58 years old, if you care. Okay, so he was forced out of office by a series of scandals. I wonder what the scandals were. I haven't been paying attention. But again, Boris Johnson went to Oxford with Ghislaine Maxwell. Just want to make another note of that. Okay. So Truss is under pressure to spell out how she plans to help consumers pay household energy bills that are set to rise to an average of £3,500, which is $4,000 a year. This is tripling the cost of what they paid a year ago. So in 1 year, their energy bills in the UK have tripled. So now what they have going on is something called energy tourism. Energy tourism. Have you ever heard of such? So, energy tourism, let me tell you about it. This is where people are going to leave the UK and they are going to travel to warm destinations so that they do not have to pay these exorbitant energy bills. So that's an interesting solution. Is the British, some British people are going to come to even Florida here. They're going to come to Florida and rent places for the winter. All right. They're going to go to all the warm places. You can imagine like Bali, and you could name places. So let me tell you about energy tourism a little bit more. Notice how they said the poor people are going to be the ones that are suffering. Hey, Mercedes, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's see what our UK fam is saying. The increased prices in electricity and gas applies to UK and the rest of Europe. We're all going to shiver this winter. Oh no. So America, we need to be keeping an eye on this situation and definitely praying for our sisters and brothers over in the UK and other areas that are going to have these energy crises that are created. Okay. Hey, Ann, how are you? So, energy tourism is a term. And like I said, they're going to spend the winter abroad, and it's cheaper than staying home in England. And they have companies that are going to set it up for people where they have the rental and everything, and they help the people get, I guess, situated over for the winter. So Vlad has the power right now. So the ball is in Vlad's court, it looks like. Hey, 420 Wild Dragon, how's it going with the energy up in Canada? I can imagine Castro's son is doing something similar because he runs in tandem. He listens to Klaus and Klaus's sidekick, right? So Castro's son, I'm sure, is doing some crazy things. Let me know, 420, what Castro is doing up there in Canada. Okay, so one of the things that people have to be careful about is if they leave their homes in England and they go to these warm destinations. I have heard that they will still have to pay energy bills because there's some sort of thing where you have to pay if you use it or not. So is that fair? They're still going to have to pay a portion. And then how do you winterize your home? Because you have the possibility of frozen pipes. So imagine what people are going to risk by leaving their homes in this winter season. I don't know. You tell me. It doesn't look like a good idea. So what's happening is China is reselling Russian gas right now. So China, they always have a flex going on. So China is literally reselling the Russian gas for, I'm sure, a nice penny. So the thing that I realize, the average person would not be able to do, of course, this type of thing. People who work virtually, first of all, you have to work virtually to be able to leave for the winter and go abroad. So you can imagine all of the people that will not be able to do this. So that's a question. And they are fueling poverty. with this net zero agenda. And this is the green religion. So what they have done is they capped the amount of energy that they are going to let the people have access to. So once they cap it in this net zero agenda, if they try to, let's see, get their energy reserves to get back to a level where they can be energy independent, it will take 2 years. So listen to this really good, everyone. The UK has been set back 20 years, primarily by people like Boris Johnson, because he is also a sweetheart of the World Economic Forum. So Boris Johnson, 20 years, not so much him only, but these are the policies. Like 20 years ago, they shut down a lot of the energy production in the UK. They were outsourcing to India. And now, in order to, like I said, catch up, it'll take 2 years. So 2 years, and you're having a winter that they're predicting people are going to freeze in their homes. This is a crisis. It really is. And I want us to be aware of what's happening. I don't want us to have our head in the sand and we only know about the things that are happening here, because quite frankly, this is the stuff that we're going to see people like Newsom out in California pulling. So what is happening in terms of California? Newsom and his crowd are rationing out energy in California. So in the summer you can't use water, you can't, water your grass and all this stuff. I've lived out there and it's really strange. They tell you can't shower during certain hours. And so they get people used to this. And because California has so many lunatic liberals out there, they just take it. They're like, this is fabulous. You have Hollywood and all of those, ghouls, and they parrot the green religion. And all it does is it hurts the poor people. Because meanwhile, the elites have not stopped living their life using lots of energy, flying private planes just to deliver a dog across the country. Yes, they do stuff like that. They will send a dog flying across the country on a G5. And they want you to eat crickets. Thank you, Tina. I almost forgot. This is part of the green religion, is that you will eat the crickets and you will love them. And you will put GMO, high fructose corn syrup, ketchup on them. Maybe you could get a little ketchup to put on your crickets. But this is what they have imagined for us. They have an imagination, and if they can instill the fear in us, it's all about fear, predictive programming, and for you to now help them manifest their nightmare. Okay? We have to engage our imaginations and our prayers, our vision, everything, your voice. We have to put more voices out on the airwaves, and we have to expose what is happening. Now, it's fun to only talk about the airy fairy, stuff, but some of us don't mind getting dirty, okay? We can take a bath later. Maybe it's easier for a nurse to get dirty and, we have to do it. I would love to talk about just tiptoeing through the tulips every day, right? It'd be fun just to talk about that. But it's very important that we do not put our head in the sand, because we have to fight on a local level, and many people have to wake up to it's coming here. And where it's going to hit people the hardest is in the Democratic run places. So you have California already they're experiencing rolling blackouts. They're saying that their electricity, okay, first of all, this is the idiocy of the policies. So Newsom is phasing out gas cars, right? So cars that run on gasoline will be phased out in California by, is it 2030? Let me know. I think 2030 or 40. So California wants everybody to have electric cars. Yet, on the other hand, electricity is being rationed. You make it make sense. And one other note. Not only is electricity being rationed, but when you purchase a home in California, you can't have a gas home. No gas energy. I love to cook on a gas stove. I don't know about you. I do not like cooking on electric stoves. I like fire. Fire good. 2030. Thank you, Darren. So fire's good, but they want you cooking with electricity. Now, okay, this is what Home and Garden Diaries is saying. Many people will. This is the part of the, what is the word? The way that our civilization is unraveling. We are going to see this. This is part of where we are. We have been trying to tell people that we are living in different days. Some people do not want to recognize this, and things are going to take them by surprise. And that is what we tried to tell them about the jab. We tried to tell people to first research. Don't run and do something like this. You really need to know what you're getting into. But a lot of people will not listen, and this is what they have chosen. Because you have to understand that Jah provides a decision, a choice. Okay, all these choices, people, you have a choice of life or you have a choice of death. That's it. And these choices come in many ways, many ways. And this is one of these choices. People have gone along with the green religion. They have been pushing it. You have a lot of young people, millennials, that they are excited about eating crickets. They can't wait to eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs, right? They're against meat. We have sent them to school and they have been indoctrinated in green religion. And so they are already so disoriented. And how do we get them to be oriented to truth and reality? Do you have any answers? Hey, the guru, welcome. 215 in the house, Philadelphia, my hometown, Philadelphia. Newsom also banned generators. So you see, they are backing people into a corner. So now that you let your guard down because you don't have Dr. Fauci in your face every day telling you to put your mask on, take your jabs and your boosters, right? You don't have that rat. So they move into the second phase of this since 2020. This is now the energy crisis, the created energy crisis. So, one moment, please. Hello? Hello? Yep. Hmm. All right. So I have to just run real quick. Can someone pop on? Let me give you the it won't. Just let me run real quick. Okay. I'm going to run. I have to just do one quick thing and I'll be right back, okay? Just hang on. Just hang on for me, please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you for being patient. Okay. So where did I leave? You have to love it, right? You know, I always have something going on. I'm a real person. What do you think, Dave? But thank you for hanging out. Did I lose many of you? Okay, so let me get my breath. Let me take a little sip of lemonade. Who talked about lemon? Oh, well, look at that, Darren. Phyllis, take lemon juice. It's very good for you. And make your own way spring water. I'm sipping lemonade. This is not absinthe today. All right. Back to where I left off. Where did I leave off? So I what I said is I pulled a few pieces of this narrative. One of the things that was also mentioned, I think it was Paul Romano. Okay, he was talking about another aspect of this energy crisis. Here it is. Okay, I'm just going on memory now. And I'm going to drop the link in just a minute. Okay, Amazon. Let me talk about Amazon. Amazon has many warehouses all through our country, right? Now, during the lockdown pandemic, Amazon had a great transfer of wealth. Very great transfer of wealth. People got used to ordering and receive. Remember during the lockdown, you guys were having so much fun. I was a little bit jelly. I was jealous because people that were at home doing their TikTok dances and stuff. I know some of the nurses were doing TikTok dances and I'll never forgive them for it, okay? But I wasn't doing TikTok dances, okay? I was up in New York City and I was working. I was on the front line of all that craziness. So I would see you guys, some of you, I'd see you on Facebook and you were doing all your little TikTok dances and DJs were having little DJ sessions until Facebook shut all the fun down because they were giving them strikes. You can't be a DJ on Facebook and play like music. It's like you get into but anyway, they were helping to bring the morale up. It was a lot of DJs around that time. Do you know what I'm talking about, right? When everything was locked down. So people were ordering because they were getting their stimulus checks, they were getting their PPP loans, and they were shopping. They were delivering their Amazon stuff via drone, right? Robots and drones delivering all your stuff. You were getting food delivered. I was doing that too because I had to, but it was fun. You could get liquor delivered. If you wanted a bottle of wine, they were delivering liquor to you all. So you were having fun while you were locked down. But also, Amazon was having fun because they experienced their biggest growth. I mean, that was it. Um Now things have changed, okay? And this is what is so interesting about the times that we live in. Things can pivot very quickly. So Amazon had that really great time. Now, many Amazon factories or fulfillment centers are being shut down. And this is why. That's right, greatest transfer of wealth. There you are. So a lot of Amazon plants are having fires because of the solar panels. They're experiencing something is going on. I don't know. So the solar panels are catching fire, and so they're closing down many of the facilities. And what else is going on? There's a guy, I want to check him out. His name is Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage. He talks a lot about this, and I want to look into some of the things that he's talking about. Does anybody know Nigel Farage? Let me know. Now I'm going to drop the link for you all to come and talk. I want you to come and talk and tell me what you think. All right, so I'm going to copy this. And remember, I have to do it via the banner. Is Karen here? Let me know if Karen's here. Karen, are you here? Harlem Sentinel, are you here? Let me know. Let me know. All right, now, a little bit tricky. 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm still with you. I'm having problems with StreamYard. It's a StreamYard issue. And I'm going to have to figure out why StreamYard is tripping. But they are. All right, let's see. I'm going to invite you all to come up. So I'm just getting the link. I'm going to have it scroll at the bottom. Okay, well, not scroll, but we'll do it that way. And you can pop on. I'll wait for you to drop in. And let me know what you think about some of these issues. I want to hear from you, especially if you're in the UK. If you've been paying attention to these energy issues and your area is experiencing what they're calling crises, energy crises, let us know. Okay, so Nigel, I won't put your comments so I can have you all. Let me see. Okay, I'll wait for somebody to drop in. As many of you that want to drop in, come on and talk to me. All right, let's see. Nigel Farage, am I saying his name right? Farage. Nigel was interviewed by Sky News Australia on YouTube. Yes, I think I caught that one. That's where I learned about him. Wish you could come on, Jamie. Why can't you? Come on. I'm waiting for you to pop on, someone. Nigel spoke about the current problems in UK. Kathy, new prime. Oh, Darren. Darren, where are you again? Are you in the UK or Australia? Aren't you somewhere? I can't unless the link is in the chat. Really? I can't put it in the chat. Can someone put this link? Can you put it in the chat? I don't think that Karen's been traveling, so she might not be in the chat. But if anybody can take that link and put it in there so that Tina can get it. If not, all you have to do is copy it, or just exactly the way it's there. You can put it in another window and then you will pop in. It's as easy as that. This is a live link right into the backstage. Anybody can come on. You have to be a mod to do it, Wild Dragon. Oh, okay. And I can't do it on my device. Isn't that bizarre? This is the only way I can do it, is to put it as like a banner. Darren, are you in Ireland? Oh, you're at work. Okay, Jamie, you're at work. Maybe one day you'll be able to pop on. I hope so. I would love to hear from more of you. Wild Dragon, I would love to mod you, but oh wait, let me text it to the guru. Okay, I got you, the guru. I'm gonna text it to you. Okay, I can't mod from in here. I was able to mod, and you have to give me your. I think it's you have to give me your channel. It was so hard for me to mod Karen. It took forever. I had to have her YouTube channel. It was so weird. I thought it was easier than that. But I would love to. I would have modded you by now. But I will figure it out. I will figure it out. And the guru, I'm going to send this to you. Okay, anybody else? Come on. All you have to do is just take this live link, put it in, just open another window, and then just log right in. I'll see you. As soon as someone arrives in the backstage, I'll put them right on. Okay? So, who's going to be here? I feel like I should play a little music. All right, little bit, little bit. Let's listen to. You're on your phone, not computer. Yeah, it depends. Like different devices are different. Each device is different. All right, I'm just going to do this and. Karen may pop in, you never know, because she's been busy doing lots of travel. But you know she would be here normally. You don't hear any music, do you? I'm playing music, but you don't hear it. All right. I should be able to cut and paste. Yes, I should. But if I go out of this window, that's the thing, the guru. I sent it to you, though. Okay, so what? Phyllis, I like Emma Stark from Scotland. Oh, these are. All right, so I texted. Darren, yeah, come on, Darren. Darren is in Ireland too. Oh wow, that's right. Darren is in Ireland. So we have two people here in Ireland. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm waiting for you all to drop in. Let's see. I'm just gonna look and see. I can't unless the link is in the chat. So Tina can't. You can't do it from just typing that in. I wish I could tag it. The problem is when you're on each device, like it's limited on, it's only like certain devices, and I don't have access to all of my devices right now. But I know that if you take the exact link right here, throw it into a window, you will come on. I think other people have done it. Let me know. And I'm just going to look at your comments, what I've missed. Hi, Kathy in Arizona. Rawhide, how you doing? Oh, yeah, thank you. Nixon mentioned solar flares. That's something that Paul Romano is mentioning too. So, are they expecting solar flares? Is that why they are shutting down many of the Amazon fulfillment centers that are powered through the solar panels? So they've had these problems with the solar panels catching on fire. So they're calling it a climate emergency, a lot of us that have begun doing research, we realize that they are covering for what's really happening, and that is that the world is changing. They cannot change or stop what's happening. And this is a God thing. God is, he shifts the world. This has happened in history. The axis, the magnetic, the magnetic poles are shifting, and you'll have winter where you had summer, summer where you had winter. This is something that is going to happen, and they are terrified because it's all about bringing this world back into proper alignment, not just with the way that the polls are, but it's also with the law. And many people in other countries, they are waking up to the fact that we are all being enslaved by globalists like Klaus Schwab. So people are rising up against the globalist. And this is happening everywhere. So this is what we're seeing. And I agree, Phyllis, that could be a God deal, shutting down Amazon. Yes. And I feel bad that I've been encouraging people to watch the show on Amazon. But you know what? It's like, I get it. We don't support things. However, this movie called The Man in the High Castle, which I want to watch the series that is only on Amazon. And I hate that it's that way, but I do want to watch it. And it tells us a lot. The movies tell us a lot, and it's something that I can help. It can help me to understand a few things and put some more puzzle pieces together. However, I'm not going to lose any sleep that Amazon is shutting down, and many companies are shutting down. I know it doesn't sound good for somebody to say that, but I'm saying it because I know that we don't need these corporations in order to have a good world. We do not need their jobs. We don't need them. We can go back to a time where we are independent, energy independent, and we're facing the same issues. And some places like California are going to go. They're going to go through a hard time. I hate to say it, California. It's because of Newsom. It's because of the way that they have sold out that state to China. China, the CCP owns Hollywood. And what do it's not hard to see how they're doing this. It's not hard. So Nigel Farage is for the people, Jay said. Hey Jay, how you doing? Give Jay some love. Welcome to you, Jay. You have a nice avatar picture. So Nigel Farage is for the people, you're saying. Good. The link isn't working, the guru said. Oh my gosh. Okay. What in the world? HARP. Yes, HARP, weather. For people who haven't done research, there's so many things to look into, but HARP is definitely something. Free energy. Absolutely, CW. Okay, somebody popped into the back. Are you ready, everybody? Who's backstage? Who's backstage? Jennifer, confirm link, please. I have a feeling the entire link is not showing on the banner. You typed it in the chat. Oh no. Let me see, but somebody's there. Uh-oh, we got Wild Dragon. Wild Dragon is here.
What's
Hey,
up?
Wild Dragon. Now, Wild Dragon, how did you get in? Tell everybody how you were able to get in.
Why you go to StreamYard.com and you type in those numbers 582URMXJYW, small words, and
Okay.
you have that line, and then you just pop up.
Pop up. Well, talk to
What
us,
are you,
Wild Dragon. What's
what are
good
you
today?
using? What are you using to go on your stream? Are you on a
I'm using.
phone or a computer?
Oh, right now I'm using an iPad.
iPad. You can't open another window on another page.
And what can I do? What should I do? Tell me what. Do I go onto YouTube and do this? Let me
Yeah,
let
you
me.
open up YouTube
Okay, let me
and you
check everybody. Wild Dragon is telling me how to do it.
open up YouTube and copy and paste your StreamYard link and post it in YouTube chat so everybody can get it.
Okay, everybody. I'm gonna try it this way. The Wild Dragon has told me. 1 minute, Wild Dragon. Okay, everybody. Because I want more of you to come on. So, Wild Dragon, talk to me about how's your day been, bro?
I'm trying to get my car covered. I bought a carport for my car that I just got, and it's an old car, 1928 Ford three-window coupe. It's old school, a rat rod. I love rat rods. Got to copy the link, your StreamYard link, up at the top of your StreamYard there, and you post it into the stream or YouTube chat yourself. At the bottom, you go say something in chat, but you just post your link into the chat. It'll pop up, and then you can go to three dots beside it, and you can pin it to the top, kind of deal.
Okay. All right, everybody.
That's how you
Can you
mod
hear
me
me
too.
still, everyone?
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear
I
ya.
can mod you that same way.
With those
Okay,
three
you hear
dots
me?
beside
Okay.
my name, wherever my name is in YouTube, you go to the three dots beside my name and you click it, and it'll show you the you can block them or mod them or something kind of deal in YouTube. Because when you do something in StreamYard, the people in YouTube ain't seeing it. Unless you got it here at the bottom like you do there, StreamYard.com, with those numbers at the end of it, and you click it and it'll take you into a camera and set up your mic and camera. That's how I get in. Yeah, I'm trying
Well,
to cover my car.
you covered your. You got a. What did you say? What is it? A
It's a
carport?
carport. It's bars. You put bars up, and then you put a tarp over top the bars, and it covers your car for
Nice.
the winter. And
Okay. Good.
it's an old car too, man. It's way too old.
Oh, really?
94 years old.
94-year-old car? Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh
old.
my.
I love old
Block
cars,
modded
man.
hide.
Yeah, mod me up, and I can post the link
Okay,
to,
I'm
to
trying.
go there.
Hey, Wall Dragon, put a comment in the chat because I can't find you. Just put a comment in the chat so I can see you. Everybody, we're gonna get
Up.
it.
There's my famous comment. Blunts up. The link. Where's the link? Right there. So I can copy that link and have everybody else join in. I can post it if I'm a mod. Like Karen's a mod too. She can post the link. Who's ever mod can post a link, and you gotta trust your mods. I don't know, man. Some pages have everybody a mod. Some pages have maybe 20 mods. They pick and choose. You gotta watch who you pick and choose. There's a lot of trolls out there. The trolls will get you. Yeah, I'm just trying to cover my car. It's like,
Dragon,
what's that?
can you hear me?
I
I
hear you
was looking
now.
for you. Oh, there you are. Blunts up. There you are. That's what I needed. I needed you to put a comment, and I'm gonna.
Go to the three dots beside that comment, my three dots, and mod. Make me a mod. I'm all over YouTube, man. I'm everywhere watching lives everywhere in all kinds of ways. And plus, I'm on BitChute posting videos all the time. BitChute's
From
more
that
open.
channel.
What's that? I
We'll
missed
have to figure. This is
it.
funny. Okay,
It's
look,
hard.
Wild Dragon.
Yeah,
Wild Dragon. I can't do it from my other channel. Everybody, I can't explain to you what's going on
you
with
gotta.
my channel. I can't do it from my backup channel. That's the only channel I'm streaming from right now. I can't explain it, but I need to get into my original channel. That's the
Nice.
problem.
Oh, you're in
All right.
Jennifer's. I'm on Jennifer's channel right now, and you got both. I can open both channels.
You can. I can't get into it though from the back end of it. That's what I'm saying. So I can't do anything right now until I get into Jennifer with my space. I need like a
Nice.
background like Wild Dragon. You got the fire go.
Yeah, I get the
So
smoke.
you got the smoke. So
Yeah. I
Wild
even
Dragon,
changed my face.
what are you smoking on right now? What kind of
Uh,
things are you growing? He grows his own stuff up there. It's amazing that Castro's son allows you all to grow your own stuff up there.
yeah, well, New York can grow 12 plants, I heard.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm
I can only grow 4 unless I pay for more. I'm not
only
paying
four
anything like that.
plants. Only four plants.
Yeah, every Canadian citizen can grow 4 plants in a house. So if you
You
got
hear that?
10
Only
people,
four.
10 people in a house, and you're only getting 4 plants in that house. Doesn't matter how many people are in there.
I love it.
It's fact.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
you so what are your strains that you grow? Tell us about your growing stuff.
I got two Madden cookies, one pink cookies, and one ice cream cake on the grill outside.
Wow. I love the
And
names.
yeah, they got all kinds of new names coming out because they're all making all new strains constantly. It's really evolved with the
Wow.
cannabis.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you said, the Americans, there's a lot of things popping with this cannabis use. And same thing, as soon as it went legalized for a lot of the world, everybody started not being so scared of it,
Right.
opening
We're
up.
being educated. I was very anti cannabis for years. It was because I was so into the church, and they tell you it's bad, but they don't show you in the Bible. They just say you're not supposed to be altered, right? But then people are alcoholics here. They never get on them about the alcohol. That's legal. But I'm
Alcohol's
just saying,
bad. Alcohol's
yeah,
bad, man, because when
right.
you're drunk and you're driving, you kill somebody, that's bad.
Yeah, it's
Always, you
bad.
get aggressive, you get angry, and you take it out on others.
Right,
It's a
right.
poison. It's a poison.
I agree. So I had to educate myself. And living in Los Angeles, that was really my education. I would walk around, and if you were in Venice Beach, you have your cannabis, like, people that
Yeah.
do legislation, and they give you like things to. I studied, and I was like, okay, I've been wrong. I've been wrong
Yeah.
about this, and I had to pivot. And so, yeah, there you are.
I've been smoking for like 30 years, over 30 years, since I've
Now
been
tell
14.
people,
I've
yeah,
been
tell people
14 and
again why you started. Why did you start? You had like
well,
an
when I was
accident.
young, like when I was 14, I started smoking cannabis, and my mom died at that age, and my brother died at that age. And maybe it was reasons of me doing that was to help me with my stress in that lifetime. I don't know, but I started then, and I just kept going, and I've been smoking pot ever since. And then I broke my neck in 2014, and I got a bolt in my neck. I got a lot of problems, but they had me on 21 pills a day. When I come out of that hospital 2.5 months later, I was on 21 pills a day, and I wasn't doing that. And I stopped all the pills, and I just smoked cannabis because I'm not a person that likes pills
Yeah.
at all. My kid is 19, 20 years old. He don't like pills either because he learns from his father. And
Okay.
I've been mom and dad his whole life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mom's never been around. It's just been me and my boy.
Mm.
And we grew. I He knows how to fix anything, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
a car, That's why I
Mhm.
got this car so he can start working and getting hands on his car.
Nice.
We worked on bikes before ATVs and would do everything at like 10 years old, 8 years old, 10, 11.
Mhm.
By the time I was 11, he was 11. I broke my neck. So by that time, he knew how to do anything on a bike. I
Oh,
was
okay.
I was pulling bikes apart in my backyard, and he was watching and helping.
Oh, wow. So I think that's wonderful that you are teaching him how to fix cars in real
He,
time.
he fix
That's wonderful.
anything. I know people that are 30 years old cannot fix a bicycle. And my kid was
Wow.
fixing bicycles at like 10 years old. And he
Oh,
still
that's
knows how
good.
to fix a bike. So he can almost fix almost anything. He puts his
That's
mind
wonderful.
to it.
Yeah. Think about that, everybody. Like, wow, that's so wonderful that you have been there for your son and you've provided for
20
him.
years. 20 years of being mom and dad to my boy.
Oh,
It's been a
that's
hard life. It's still hard.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's still rough around the edges, and he's 20 years old. He's rough around the edge. He's got a lot of anger going on in him, and it makes it hard between me and him.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't like to put up with the anger.
Right.
I don't know, man. We battle.
Mm-hmm.
We butt heads.
Yeah. Well.
But I'm dad. I am dad. I'm his parent. I'm not his
Mhm.
best friend. I love my boy. I'm his best friend, but I'm dad as number one.
That's good. That's right.
Number one is dad, and what dad says, he doesn't say things for nothing. There's a
Right.
reason behind it.
Yes.
And you have to
Yes.
take that reason and take it in and figure it out. I
Mm-hmm.
don't talk for nothing. I talk for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasons
Mm-hmm.
that I give are true, and I can fix anything other than being handicapped now. I was
Mm.
outside yesterday for the first time doing manual labor with my boy,
Wow.
trying to get this carport put up with me and my boy
Oh, okay.
for this car to cover this car so he can work on it and I can go out there and show him what to do, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I can barely walk. I can't
Oh.
even walk to my corner store. It's like down the block, and I
Oh,
have a
okay.
hard time walking without a walker.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
All right.
walking in my house is hard. Walking outside, growing my plants outside is hard. But I
Okay.
still do it. I still have
Yeah.
struggles, and
Oh.
no pain pills. Like I
Wow.
said, I don't do pills, and I don't like them. I had hydromorphines when I come out of the hospital, and
Mm-hmm.
they were a pretty particular pill. It's
Yeah.
a mad drug,
Mm-hmm.
and it was only a low dose, and I stopped at like 6 milligrams. They go up to like 20 milligrams. If you get a 20
Mm-hmm.
milligram pill, oh my lord, you're really
Mm-hmm.
you're in there for the
Oh yeah.
drugs.
Oh
And then
yeah.
you get hooked to it, and then you're stuck on it, and then you're doing it on the street drugs and everything else. I can't handle that.
No,
It was
definitely.
same as the booze. I've had booze. I used to be drunk at
Mm-hmm.
times. I'm 50 years old. I was
Mm-hmm.
drunk when I was in my 20s. I had lots of parties. I've
Okay.
tried a lot of drugs. I tried all that drugs, the LSD, the
Mm-hmm.
mushrooms, the weed.
Mm.
I tried it all,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but some people get stuck
Right.
in the
Right.
drug.
Right.
Some
Mm-hmm.
people can escape the drug, but some people can't. And they get stuck in it for life. I know people that are still stuck in from my
Yeah.
young days.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm not, and I'm working on my abilities now that I have after breaking my neck and not being able to walk the best. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
battle, but I'm still here to battle the insane world that we live in.
Right.
It's a
Right.
pretty rough
Wow.
ride right now. It's a pretty rough ride. And we've had a
Mm-hmm.
rough ride since 2019. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of things have come out
Mm-hmm.
into the open, and we're seeing everything, like you're saying, Amazon, they're burning down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's reasons behind that, as we can see. And
Right.
we need to take these things down. Like Walmart, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. A lot of places need to go down. I hate McDonald's.
Oh
I hate
yeah.
them. I hate them.
Me too. They
I,
do.
s-
Yeah.
I see them and I get pissed off in my head right away
Mm-hmm.
when I
Mm-hmm.
drive by a McDonald's, and I want them all shut down worldwide.
Yes.
They don't need to be open.
They don't. I agree
No,
with you. They
no.
don't. So people shouldn't like grieve, you know. That's the thing. We can help each other because it's hard to watch things unravel. I know people are scared and maybe losing sleep. I have lost some sleep, everyone, when I heard about the Tiffany Haddish, Ari Spears thing, because I didn't want to watch the video, but people have shared it. I watched it. I watched an edited version, then I watched the other version as it played out to. I think it's important that people know that this is real. It's not something that is a conspiracy. Now, the only reason I watched it is because I trusted the people that were sharing it. I did not think that they would have shown something that would have been pornographic, like to that level. This was definitely soft porn. It's horrible. I hate that they showed that this guy was looking through a newspaper playing R. Kelly music. It's horrible. And they say this is comedy. So I've been very upset since learning about it. It's not a surprise, but the thing that bothers me is that there's a lot of quiet people, a lot of silence from the people that normally, if this happened to a woman, it was a Me Too kind of thing, they would all be talking about it. But this is happening to children, and this is something we've all been talking about for so long about children. And when you realize people don't care about children, it hurts. That hurts me. Like, that makes me lose sleep sometimes because they had people defending this behavior. And it's hurtful because the children are victimized again. You know, they're talking about doxing the children. Some blogger is threatening to dox the children because he's friends with Tiffany Haddish. Like, all these things are being said about, people that are protecting these people. Um, so I just want to say that it's hard. I know I have had my moments, and I had to. I don't know. I'm not depressed, but I did lose sleep. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've lost sleep. Um,
I
when
see
you think,
everything. I see everything opening up to the world.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what we're all seeing is everything's opening up and we're seeing what is wrong here, what is wrong there, and
right,
here and there, and it's about time because it needs to open up. We
yeah,
need to understand that things are going wrong behind our backs and
yeah.
more than we even know. And
That's right. That's right.
it's gonna be a battle for a while, a long time to
Hmm.
take all these. Like I say, I want all McDonald's to be shut down. It already started up in Russia at one time. When they
Oh,
started all this stuff, they shut down all their McDonald's or something, a whole whack of them.
that's
And
true.
they should be here too. It should be worldwide. We should not have McDonald's, but that's going to take a long time to get rid
Hmm.
of. But we know what the factors are behind McDonald's.
Right.
So that's what started the takedown, just like you're saying Amazon are burning down. I don't know
Hmm.
how, I haven't heard much news about this, but they need to
Hmm.
go too because they're making big money and
Yeah.
using people.
Right. Yeah. Taking advantage of people. They're
Yeah.
not making a living wage. I mean, people are being pushed into more poverty. And like, when you think about what's happening in England, where people are leaving for the winter and going to warm places, like renting homes, and they work from their laptops, they work from their phones, and not everybody has that opportunity to do that, and that's the sad thing. What are you all facing up in Canada when it comes to energy? What are they doing up there? Are they talking about the winter? And
Saskatchewan? I don't know. I'm in Ontario. It's a long ways away from Saskatchewan.
right, right. Are you
But that
all are
stabbing up there, I heard about that stabbing where two guys killed
oh
like
yeah,
10 people
right,
and they
right,
injured like 15 or 18 other people. And they're on
right.
the run or something. But yeah, I haven't seen them get caught yet.
One
But
did, he, I think,
oh
unalived
yeah,
himself. Yeah, one did. Yeah. I think today it was mentioned. I'll double check if anybody knows about the guys up in Canada that went on a stabbing spree. I believe one of them has unalived himself. Let me see. That was the
Yeah.
latest thing that I heard.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was
makes
crazy.
you wonder why they did that and what made them do that. Like, what was the reasoning behind that? Same as that kid in the USA that walked into that young schools and they killed all those young kids. You
Yeah.
know that. Why did that guy walk in there and do that? What made him do that? Something
Mhm.
made him do that, and he was
Mhm.
either paid or MK Ultra. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see any human being walk into a school and kill that many little kids for no reason. No human being should be doing that whatsoever.
Agreed. Thank you, DK. Me. Oh yeah, they are confirming that one brother is unalived. One brother is dead. The other another arrested today. Okay, so Tina is saying they say prepare for September 24th. Not sure what's going to happen. Oh, really? Tina, do you want to come on in and tell us how do they say that we should prepare for September 24th? What is the suggestion? Let
Still
us
makes
know.
we're almost up to that day, September 11th, too, eh?
Oh yeah,
Not
September 11th.
9/11 or whatever.
Yeah, that's coming up.
But
Right.
that's
I
I heard somewhere before somebody had mentioned that that is supposed to be the original day of birth of Jesus of some sort. Not Christmas Day, the 25th of December. It's supposed to be a particular day on the
oh.
calendar. That's 9/11 is a very particular day, and that's why they took down those buildings on that day because of the
Mhm.
day. The day means something. There's a
Yeah.
meaning behind it. I'm not sure, but somebody had mentioned before that a couple of people said that it's supposed to be Jesus' true birthday, not the 25th of December, but September 11th. I don't know how much I believe in all that. And I ain't got
Okay,
enough
Sean
proof
is
to
saying
prove
it.
so. What's
Uh-huh.
that?
Sean looks like he is saying Yeshua's real birthday.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 9/11.
Okay, I've heard that before. Hi, beautiful sunrise and sunsets. How are you? And Phyllis is saying, is the 24th of September Rosh Hashanah? Let me double check if it is. Not sure. But hey, Mrs. Harris, welcome. Do you want to call in? I dropped the link there for anyone to call in. I'll look up what is going on. Oops, I dropped something. September 24th. Let's see what's going on. What does that fall under? So, in terms of the energy, Wild Dragon, how are the prices for the energy up in Ontario?
I don't know. I don't see any of my bills, man. I don't see a bill at all at my house or nothing. Not even a phone bill or an internet bill because my accident put me under my
Oh,
insurance
okay. All
and
right.
they cover it all and they get all the bills and I don't even see what my bills are. It's frustrating.
Oh, really?
I don't like it. I like because they're controlling my money that I get out of my insurance. I'd rather have it in
Hmm.
my pocket so I can play with it.
Right. Okay.
But
So they manage your bills and everything you're saying, so you don't
yeah,
really.
I don't even
Okay,
see
I
my
see.
landlord gets paid direct. My bills get paid by my PG
Oh,
worker,
okay.
and even
Oh,
my phone bill, my internet bills, and then I get money on top of that. So
I see.
I get a lot of money out of the deal, but I'm just being controlled.
Right. Okay.
I gotta take that back, that control. It's hard.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to do this as a group effort to take the control back. And it's through things like one of the things they're affecting is transportation. They want us to have electric cars, but they know everybody can't afford electric cars, so they don't care. It's like, well, so what? If you can't buy one, then you won't have transportation, right? Or you'll be on a bus or whatever. But Girl
Bicycle.
Code has told us what's going on in Boston
They're dealing
with
with buses.
transportation, but we have to take the power back and open source, and we need people to create other kinds of vehicles, right? and get off of their cars. We don't need their cars, right?
Yeah, their cards are all just money making things for them to make money off of us.
Exactly. So I don't know how they're going to outlaw cars. Like the car that you're working on is what kind? You said it's 100 years
Gas.
old. Wow,
That's a
gas.
gas motor. It's going to have a V6 motor in it, man. Gas operated. So it would be nice to have a hemp gas machine. They
Oh
don't want to
yeah.
put that out because that's going to kill their pockets or whatever. You know, it's going to take their money they're making already.
Mhm.
Hemp should be everything. We should have hemp everything. Hemp houses, hemp gas, hemp
Absolutely.
clothes,
Oh yeah.
everything. And they won't let
Absolutely.
it. They won't let it come out. It used to be on a bill in Canada. Hemp farmers uh, taking the field down. Right on the
Yeah.
one bill, I think it was a $10 bill or a $1 bill or something. They showed a picture of farmers taking the hemp down, and they
Oh
they made
wow.
it illegal back then. They took
Yeah.
that right away back a long time
Mhm.
ago. They took the right away to make hemp. First they
Yeah.
brought it in, they made everybody grow hemp, and then they took it away.
That's
Who gave
crazy.
the, who gave these people rights to our planet? We did.
Yeah. We
We
didn't
gotta
give it,
change
but
that.
we're allowing it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
We were tricked out of our sovereignty and our legacy and everything, but we're allowing it also. That's the thing, that we
there's
are more powerful than they are. And
there's
when we start to rise in our power and start to want truth, because we have to want truth and law and order too. um, this is something we can do in our power.
yeah, it's
I
happening
believe.
now. I think it's happening now. A lot of it's happening now because we've had the opportunity to have internet for the past 20 years. We're out
Yeah.
talking to each other like me and you right now are talking, and people are listening. And
Mm-hmm.
we're able to see what's going on worldwide. That's making what the puzzle pieces are getting put together from this.
That's right.
And we're
That's
opening
right.
our eyes. We're opening our eyes and we're seeing what's really going on. And we're trying to take it down. It's going to be a battle for a long time, man. A long
Right.
time. Taking
Mm-hmm.
everything down that's been so messed up by our government leaders and
Mm-hmm.
everybody in the top. I keep watching the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds stuff,
Mm-hmm.
BlackRock and all that stuff. They own
Right.
everything. They
Yeah.
own they own everything. They
It's
get trillions
crazy.
of dollars and they're trying to take everything from us,
Mm-hmm.
from the normal
Yeah.
person.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing about, like, BlackRock and all these companies. The one thing that's really good about it, I know they're snapping up everything. They're being exposed at the same time, like you're saying. We're able to
Yeah,
talk. You're in
just like
Ontario, I'm in
just like
Georgia.
McDonald's and Amazon and
Yeah.
BlackRock and Rockefellers and
Mm-hmm.
Rothschilds and Vanguard, they're all being open and we're all seeing it because the internet's here
Yes.
and we're seeing what's going on.
That's right. And they're not enjoying it, by the way, everybody.
No.
Just know, like the other day, they had the CFO from Bed Bath and Beyond. He leaped from the Jenga building in New York City because he was wrapped up in a finesse to the tune of billions of dollars for like a stock Ponzi scheme. So he leaped because he didn't want to face what's happening. Is they are being judged right now. They're not enjoying their ill-gotten gain. You're not hearing about it every day, but they're not enjoying it. Just know that. And Bed Bath and Beyond is a company that was owned by Les Wexner, who also funded Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, the Epstein Island, basically, and everything else. This is the man who funded all of that huge human trafficking. So the guy that is the CFO of that company leaped from a building the other day. So what does that tell you? It's like, just know that these evil people, they are going through tribulation right now. Don't think that Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears, it doesn't matter that they have the same lawyer as Prince Andrew. By the way, did you know that? They have the same lawyer as Prince Andrew. And this
Nice.
is, it may intimidate the children who brought the suit against these comedians. It's a woman who's 22 who has now custody of her brother, who was a 7-year-old child when they did this skit, this pedo skit with these children. And they have these powerful lawyers, and Tiffany Haddish can run away to another country because she's made a lot of money. So they say allegedly that she's in Greece, and Greece is where you can go. And remember, Tom Hanks was over in Greece in 2020. So Greece will allow pedophiles to live there because they consider pedophilia to be like a disability, like some kind of disability that you can get government assistance if you're a pedophile in Greece.
Wow.
Now, fact check me, but that's what I remember learning in 2020 when Tom Hanks fled to Greece. Hey, Denise, you
Nice.
caught alive. Welcome, welcome. So we have people that can flee to other countries, like we're talking about energy tourism, people that have the nimble flexibility, they have the money, they have the kind of business where they are an entrepreneur possibly that they could go to another country. But also people who are up to no good are looking to they want to move because what's happening, everybody, there are RICO charges that are coming, okay? You heard about it, right, Wild Dragon? We heard about
Yeah.
all the indictments, the indictments, the indictments, the indictments. So there are RICO charges that are going to bring a lot of this human trafficking, child porn. It's going to bring them down. So now they're trying to hide. Can't hide,
Yeah.
right? Can't hide from
No.
judgment.
Justin Trudeau can't hide in his own country, man. Every time he goes out, people are telling him off.
See?
Yeah, you know.
And we heard, remember, Wild Dragon, we heard they will not be able to walk around anymore
No, no, they
because
won't be
they're
able to
getting
show their face.
exposed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting exposed. So nobody, this is the thing. People may think that they're getting away. But once the court of public opinion, Tiffany Haddish, I'm going to stay on that right now. Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears will not be able to walk the streets because even the prisoners have a code of conduct when it comes to pedophiles. They take care of pedophiles in prison. Now, in our society, I am proud of a lot of people for standing against what is happening because even some people, they may want to excuse it. A lot of people are not excusing it. So they wanted to make pedophilia another, a rainbow, whatever option, alternative lifestyle. But the gay people are saying no. The LGBT community is saying no. You will not add pedophiles to our organization. So I really commend the LGBTQ community that stands up and does what's right when it comes to children. I'm not going to judge your lifestyle if you are two consenting adults. You do you, okay? But when it comes to children and animals, that's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people from that community that are saying no, they will not be used for this agenda. So I really commend them. That's a good thing. And they are exposing the whole thing with like the gender stuff with giving children these hormone blockers and stuff like that. They are speaking out against that. I have heard many people from that community expose that agenda. So it's very good.
They're
Yeah, there they
pushing a
are.
lot, man. They're pushing a lot nowadays, man. Everything's coming out to the freaking our face, right in our face.
It really is.
Everything, everything, man. And that's why it's I keep saying biblical, because this
It
has never
is.
happened before. Now it's happening, and the people are waking up, but they are waking up slow. And it was this, I don't know, this thing about this. My dad would be at home watching the news and believing in the news. I hate it.
Yeah.
Mainstream media is so censored, and this MK Ultra just from your TV.
Yeah.
My dad would be home. He would be wearing a mask, and he would be going to work, getting
Hmm.
that shot or whatever
Wow.
all the time. He would be right in on it. As I'm battling that right now. Some are, some ain't of the family members.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm trying not. I'm not gonna be doing it. I fight my closest friends not to do so too.
Good.
It's bad. It's bad, and they're not
Hmm.
showing it on our TV. You don't
No.
see none of it on our TV. It's happening worldwide, and we're seeing none of it. So, mainstream media needs to go down
Yeah. Well,
big
they're
time.
going down. I mean, look at all the people that are getting fired because of low ratings. You have Salty
Yeah.
Cracker. He has better ratings than any news
Yeah.
organization, right? But
Yeah.
in terms of news, do you listen to Weon and Sky News Australia because they tell you what's going on in your own
No, I
country?
don't listen to any of them things, man. I listen
Yeah.
to a lot of lives. I see people lives on YouTube constantly. Like
Okay.
David Nino Rodriguez.
Right. Yes. Yes.
He's
I
pretty
think somebody
popular.
mentioned. Yeah, someone mentioned Nino. What's going on with
Yeah,
Nino?
he's
This.
pretty popular. I watched him the other day at a show with three people. Paul Unslaved, David was on there, and this other guy was on there. Oh my lord. What a conversation that was, man. It's about your ID and who you are.
Oh
And
yeah.
when you're born, and they sign you on that birth certificate right on the dot, when you're born that day, they put you under control of the state.
Right.
And now you're a part of their corporation. So that whatever you do with that name, you're part of that corporation. And you have to walk away from that corporation. We never signed that paper when I was born. I was a day old, and they signed a paper, a birth certificate. A couple of days, I get it in the mail. My mom gets it in the mail because she signed for it.
Mm-hmm.
That puts me under corporation, and they can do everything to me. You get a license. You don't
Mm-hmm.
need a license to travel across your country.
That's
You
right.
don't. You
Yeah.
don't. You can travel with your vehicle, your property, anywhere across the USA or Canada, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't need a piece of paper saying that you do. It's nice to
Right.
have insurance cover your tail,
Mm-hmm.
but that's another factor. We cannot get insurance. I know I can't get insurance without that license.
Right. Right.
They won't give me insurance unless I have a license to travel on that road. That's not right.
It isn't. You're right.
I don't need a license to be on that road. And that David Nino Rodriguez show the other day was
Mm-hmm.
pretty killer. I'm right on that with Paul Unslaved on
Okay.
YouTube. He's pretty crazy. Pretty
Oh yeah.
smart. Pretty smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like a
Good.
30-year-old guy, and he knows everything about how he is a person on this planet. They have no
Mm-hmm.
right over him.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy was like, he's going all over the states, and if he sees a cop on the side of the road, he'll
Mm-hmm.
stop and ask that cop what he's doing when the cop's sitting there trying to ticket people speeding by or something, and he's
Right.
trying to entrap them by
Yeah.
sitting on the side of the road. Now, this guy will pull over and tell that cop he's doing wrong and come
Mm-hmm.
right down on him in the states. He's all going all over the states. What's his name? Delete something. Man, I've been watching him lately.
Oh yeah.
He's
Good.
pretty crazy on how he'll pull over to any cop
Uh-huh.
and get and conversate with him and tell him that he's doing a wrong job. His job is wrong because you're doing it for against the people. You're not a public servant. You're a tyrant. You're going against the people. You're ticketing people when they don't deserve it.
Right.
It's
That's
crazy,
good.
man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's good. He's telling them because it's waking them up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I've seen where people will talk about the Constitution, and some of the police officers will listen and realize, oh boy, some people really know about their rights and can recite, and that's important. That's very important.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very good with his knowledge on being a legal person or whatever. This guy, I don't know, man. He's quite the person. And you should see him go off, man. He's pretty crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's pretty crazy when he pulls over and talks to a cop. He he
Wow.
calls them names and he points out that blue line on the American flag. If a
Oh,
cop has that blue flag, a blue line across the center of the flag or something,
right.
he points it out and says the people don't like that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and I don't
Right.
understand much of that, but from what
Yeah.
I'm seeing, it's very easy not to like it.
The blue line,
What
right?
it
Yeah.
stands for what it stands for, you know.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what it exactly stands for, but it doesn't sound to be too right.
Yeah, something that we have to look into because I know, like, I'm not all for like
Oh, that's
defunding the police and everything, but another thing, like what you're saying, is they have been infiltrated, and the Constitution is the only thing that'll protect us against the ones that are breaking the law. They're breaking the law.
yeah,
So what is DK me? You say salty cracker is great. His last video about electric car charged at coal mine rightly said blood batteries using African adult and child labor to mine green materials for electric vehicles. So there you are. So all the
nice.
people, the liberals that love their electric cars, and they always talk about, identity politics. They don't care about black and brown people because this stuff is happening, like you just said, blood batteries. So, in order to have
Yeah,
this electric grid and electric cars, it's going to be right there, blood batteries. So, we got to think about these
that's
things.
crazy. Yeah, it's just like they use people to make shoes, kids to make shoes.
Exactly,
Same way.
souls.
Yeah,
I was listening to Kev Gillespie and he talked about the shoes. And one day, like, we should break that down. The shoes, the sports shoes, of course, they were not created by those people. Like Michael Jordan didn't come up with the design for the Jordans, but
no.
he was recruited to push them. And you think about the way I remember back in the day, people would kill people for
Yeah,
their
for their
Jordans, right?
shoes.
Yeah, for their shoes. But when you think about the sole, the bottom of a shoe,
Yeah, it's
it
rubber.
sounds like your soul. So it has something to do with the soul.
Well, it's even
And
at that. If you walk outside on your bare feet, you're grounded to the ground,
right.
like
Yeah.
normal, like a normal human being. But when you put rubber underneath your feet, are you grounded anymore?
No. Exactly. Yep.
That's what they make everybody wear shoes, man.
Wow.
It's almost like not good to have. You know,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Just like I think too about uh, color the racist thing, where black people don't like white and white people don't like black. If God did not give us eyes, we would not see color. We would
Right.
not know if you were black or you're white. We would just hear your voice
True.
because we didn't have eyes. But He gave us eyes to love color. So
Mm-hmm.
why would I be against any color, any race?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. And people that say, "Oh, I don't see color." You don't have to say that, okay? You
no,
don't have to
no.
do that. You see color. You look at me. I look What do I look like? I look like a little bit of coffee with some cream, right? Mocha, mocha. I
Yeah,
say brunette. I'm a brunette. So we don't have to play that, "Oh, I don't see color." Like Wild Dragon said, so when you go out to a garden, you see the beautiful flowers and they're different
every
colors. Are you
color
gonna
in
tell
the
me
world, man.
you don't see
Every
color?
color. Dark
That's
red,
right.
light red, pink,
That's
orange,
right.
green. There's
It's
colors
okay.
everywhere. God gave us
It's
our eyes to see that color and to love it.
There you are.
You
To
know?
love it.
Yeah.
Sean is saying like Apple, Nike, etc. Yeah, by the way, Apple is one of those companies that they are being talked about in the news cycles right now. Apple is losing their shine. And I can tell you, I don't like Apple products anymore. I'm having a lot of problems with my Apple devices. They are dying. And I had a feeling, I had my tinfoil turban. I think that they're doing it on purpose. Like they're making the devices slow down. If you don't do the updates and you don't do all that, they will kill your devices. And they're about to come out with a new iPhone, but it's no
Yeah,
different from every other iPhone.
that's what I
So
got.
we have to,
iPhone
yeah, it's
7.
like it's garbage. It's like just because they
Wow.
come out with new colors and everything, they want us to keep buying these things. But now I'm starting to want to maybe look at the Android because they say it's much more affordable, more options and everything. So Apple is not innovative. They're not going to keep having the people be under a spell. Remember when people would line up for the new Apple release? They're not
Yeah,
going to be able to do that anymore. The
that's
Apple is
crazy.
fall. Yeah, no, thank you. You don't like it. Apple is fall. Everything is falling. Everything is falling.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Bring
So
me back
listen,
the freaking payphone. Bring me
the
back the
payphone.
payphone, man. Or the
That
dial
would
up,
be
man.
fun.
The dial up, man. I'm
That's
old.
right.
I
There you
was there
go.
when the dial up was around, man. I was there
The
when 8
dial.
tracks were around, man. 8
That would be
tracks and
funny.
45s and 73 records and stuff like that. I was then. I was here then.
Yeah,
I
going
love
back to
them times.
analog.
And went to CDs or whatever, or tapes, and
Mhm.
then it went to CDs and all that. Now we're in the flash drives and computers.
Yeah, yeah. It's I like going back to more like pure things, and that's what a lot of us are going back to vinyl, and we want the frequencies of healing to return,
Two
and
cans, two cans
yeah,
and a string.
yeah, yeah.
Two cans and a string. Talk in the can.
Well, I had a friend while dragging in Spanish Harlem. So her mother lived in the next building. So they made sure, I don't know how they did this, but their apartments were right across. So the windows, it was like a little bit of a space. So they created a system with a basket, and it had like a pulley. So she would open her window and say, "Hey mom, send me some coffee." And her mom would put
Nice.
the coffee in the basket and it would just send it right over to her window. And those are the
I
things I
made
love
that.
about.
I made that when I was a kid in my bedroom. A little thing like that. Out of wool for the string, and then I made a basket. And I had a motor at one side and a wheel at the other, and the thing would go across the room.
That's
You
so
know?
cool. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh wait, my brother is saying Wall Dragon would. Oh my gosh, we had a. Oh, you're right, the guru. We had an uncle, but he went off. I don't know if he went to heaven. Did he go to heaven? Oh my god! But he's not here anymore. But he was so like he was our hippie uncle. He lived out in Marin County in Tiburon, right? Or where did he live in Marin County? He lived out there across the Golden Gate Bridge, and he was in the film industry. He was a gaffer, like he did lighting and all kinds of technical stuff. But he was a hippie, a really funny guy, and you would have loved him, Wall Dragon. He would have
Yeah.
loved you too.
Yeah.
He was a character though.
Nice.
He was a character. Home and Gardens Diaries, you say they won't have the chips to build new phone. Yes, that's another point. They're running out of chips, everybody. They're not able to have a lot of chips. I wonder what's going to happen. And that was funny, Nixon. We used to use pencils to rewind the tapes. Oh my gosh, that's a throwback. A throwback. Well, listen, I'm going to end this stream now. And I thank you, Wall Dragon, for chatting with me. This has been nice to have a one-on-one time with you, Wall Dragon. I thank you for all the love and support that you give me. You're such a like a
I
this
love
is a brother
everybody,
right
man.
here.
I love
He's been in
everybody.
this fight all these years with us too. Like what? It's been 3 years now. We've been hanging out,
Yeah, it's been a
and
bumpy ride, man. It's a bumpy ride.
it's a bumpy ride. It is. Well, thank you for all the love and support. Wall Dragon. We love you and blessings to you and your son. And we want to, we want to hear from you more. So pop on more. And everybody, I thank you for being on here. You never know if something comes up and maybe we could do another live. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I never know, but I keep myself open, okay,
I
to
like
it.
your lives,
Please
man.
save the
Even
date.
when I love your lives, even when you're in a store,
Oh, yeah. Thank
going through the
you. Thank
store or
you.
something,
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
out
When I
or
was in the
having
store,
coffee.
that was so crazy, right? In the store.
Yeah,
I might do
yeah.
more of that while dragging it because I'll get out a little more. But everybody, please save the date, September 10th. I'm having my virtual grand opening September 10th, Saturday, this Saturday at 11 o'clock. So we won't have the brunch radio. I'm going to have a virtual grand opening. And in the link to this video, I have put the Zoom link to the grand opening on Saturday.
It's on the
You
10th.
are invited. You can share it, please. You can invite others. It's a celebration. You can hear what I'm up to. I'm very excited. And I love you all. And I will see you soon. Okay.
I
And Wall
love you.
Dragon, thank you so much. Have
Thank
a
you.
good evening. And I'll see you around in the interwebs. Okay.
Yes,
Take care.
yes.
Bye,
Thank you, thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. Love and blessings. Yes, the spoon. And I didn't rant too much. Okay. Not too much tonight, but or this evening. It's early. It's almost 7. Okay, so thanks for joining, and I'll see you real soon. Okay, alrighty, take care.